Hello, Valerie. And now on to our next subject, which is around the creation of the social media membership group, International Friends of Floral Art and Design. I've just been staggered by seeing how many members you've got and knowing that it would have started from scratch and how long it takes to get these things off the ground. I think it's an amazing success story. It pops into my Facebook feed. I think it's every single day. I can't spend a day without seeing something you've been up to or somebody's posts. So how did that start? It's an amazing thing to do.
I think it started in about 2011, maybe just before that. It's just when social media was beginning to take off for everybody. And when I was national chairman, I think I explained to you in one of our other segments that I had really wonderful teams to work with. And so several of the area chairmen who had been in post during my time as national chairman got together to form a Facebook group. I think there were 10 of us. That's how we started. And we gradually added one or two people to that, of others that we had worked with. And we potted on for about a year with nothing much happening, just the general sort of, hello, how are you? I'm fine. What are you doing? Lovely to catch up with you scenario. And I think at the end of that, we all thought to ourselves, well, what is the page actually doing? And so this was before that there were really Facebook groups for anything to do with flower arranging at all. None of us didn't have one at that point. And I just said to the rest of the group, what should we do with this page? So we just can't keep it there. I said, are we going to close it down, or are we going to do something with it? And so everybody said, well, what do you want to do with it? So I said, well, could not we start posting some photographs of flower arrangement, maybe something for judges, which is obviously what I do know about, something for speakers, something for demonstrators, whatever, something to do with workshops. Maybe we could post some techniques or things like that. And I think everybody else went, whoa. Well, how does that work? What should we do? Well, okay, will you do it? So I found myself nominated to do this by all my friends that I had worked with. And so we started, and then gradually the membership increased. And as it was developing, and I could see the way the numbers were going, and the advantage of my running the group, a Facebook group like that, was that everybody knew me. I wasn't a faceless person on a page who nobody knew who was behind the comment. Immediately my name was there and everybody knew that I'd been national chairman, so it was easy for them to relate to me. So I then realized that I couldn't do it on my own, and I asked for volunteers. Could somebody come on board and help me manage the group? And I was just very lucky that David Ryland came on board and offered to help me admin the page. So we moved on, and we gradually went, and we just couldn't believe the way the numbers were clocking up, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and it gradually developed. And we worked very hard on developing this rapport with overseas. And of course, one of my main avenues was to be able to promote everything that NAFAS does and everything that WAFA does, to be able to support the current host country. And then when COVID began, and we had just returned from WAFA India, we started to do some different things because we wanted to keep everybody together and on board. We started off with the one flower, one leaf in isolation, and we had hundreds of people send in their designs. And we started Saturday Supplement, where you could send in your design under a title on a Saturday, and then gradually the competitive side evolved, and we began to realize that everybody on the group was enjoying being connected online, having the chance to show their skills online by entering shows. So at the end of last year, we brought Pritesh Shah on board from Kenya, because if anybody thinks that I'm logical and wonderfully organized, nobody has anything on Pritesh. Pritesh organizes me. And you got to be pretty special to be able to do that. So he brought his design skills on board. He brought his organizational skills on board. So now we're having monthly competitions, and the amount of entries we are getting is just absolutely, well, it's mind-blowing. And I actually, having looked at it now, I do not think that this is going away. I do think, clubs, countries, everybody is going to get their meetings back eventually. I think it will be slow going, but I think that this connection internationally online is not going away because everybody is loving it.
Yes, well, you've got over 7,000 members now, haven't you?
It's just I think brilliant. It was 7,235, I think it was this morning.
Yeah, and you mentioned Alice. Sorry, you mentioned Alison Bradley, who I also know is being involved.
Yeah, Alison has been a great mentor to me because there were some issues with security on the page, and she had been there, seen it, done it, dealt with it. And so she started to give me some very, very sound advice, which David and I took on board. And she's actually my go-to person. If I need some advice about the world of floristry, about the world of growing, how we can do something on the page, she's another person with never-ending ideas. Yes. And she'll say to me, "Don't go there, Val," or "Yeah, do that. That's a good idea," if I'm not sure of something. So we hold enormous debt to Alison, who's been really terrific over the last few years in helping us.
Yeah. Well, I think I first came across Alison. She was the first floral demonstration we saw before we really got involved with creating tours for flower arrangers. And she appeared sort of at a private school locally she was doing a demonstration at, and we went along. So that's a very long time ago.
Yeah, I just think, all these connections, using a phrase that we would use for a title for a show or for a class, you never know when your connections in the world of flower arranging, you are constantly weaving the threads of beauty with these connections through flowers and with people. It happens every day. It's probably why I spend so long on Facebook, much to everybody's horror, and the little note that comes up. Your involvement on your Facebook page last week has increased by 30 minutes, and it goes up every week. But, you know, I absolutely love this connection with all these international people. I learn so much from them. Somebody was a bit shocked the other day. They asked me how many groups I belong to internationally for flower arranging. And I did go and have a sneaky look. And I would just say that it's in excess of 1,000.
My goodness gracious.
There are that many floral groups
Wow.
around the world. And what you pick up from that on a daily basis is, for me as an international judge, I can't get enough of that. I'm just a sponge for knowledge. And I just want to, even at my advancing years, I just want to learn more and more and more the whole time. And yeah, Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah,
that's where you get your knowledge from. You can't get it anywhere else.
yeah, no, it's really interesting. Well, it's really lovely to talk to you about the Facebook group. Thank you, Valerie. That's great.
Thank you.